So I'm going to show you how I'm going to design this flag. So I'm using easel. Person wants a North Carolina design, so we're just going to do UNC, SVG, see what kind of images we got here. They like this one, but I want to try to look at I want this black and white one. Alright, so I'm on Google to start. I'm going to right click that and save it. That's step one. I like to use PNG to SVG.com. This one's nice. Although sometimes you gotta refresh the page until you see this drag and drop. So I'm gonna drag this file up and simplify the colors. If I go to 1, notice it says there's only one color of gray. So I'm gonna select it as 2. Click generate. Let that do its thing. And we're going to download the SVG. Now we're going to go to the flag. This is a design that I have saved, so I don't have to do it over and over. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to create a duplicate. So I don't want to lose that. And so that I can see my artwork better, I'm going to take it off 1/4 inch bit end mill, put it on a 60-degree V bit so that I can see the stars better. Alright, so there's my flag. Now I want to import that SVG that I just did, which saved as image vector 10. So let's open that up. Grab this file, make it bigger, center it to the material, and then I'm going to bring it down. I'm going to bring it down until Tar Heels is in that first stripe. Right like that. Maybe a little more. You know what, maybe make it just a tad bigger. Like that. Now I'm going to click this image and I'm going to pull out this, because if you remember when I used the PNG to SVG, it had 2 colors in there, black and gray. So I'm getting the gray out of there. Right? So now we've got an outline. Now if I click this, it's actually just one file. And I want that to carve to about 0.09. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to click this SVG and I'm going to go to my apps and I'm going to use the offsetter tool. And what this does is it takes the image you selected and it's going to ask me how far do I want to put an offset. So I'm just going to do a 1/4 inch. I only want there to be one layer. If I make that more, you'll see how there becomes a lot more layers. So I just want one. I don't want to keep the original. I just want there to be an outline. So I'm going to import that, and I want it to be the original size. Alright. So I'm going to drag this, since it's all highlighted, just over here, right to there. And what I want to do is I want to click this image, and I want to see where the center of it was. So it's 11.371 inches, and or 11.370 and 3.717. So I'm going to copy the y-axis. And now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to highlight this one on center. Remember, it was 11.370, and we copied y, so I can Control V that in. And now I've got that layer in the exact same spot as the other one. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to zoom in. I'm going to get rid of this. Get rid of this. Hold shift here. Get rid of all this stuff I don't need. You can go to this one. And this, we were at what, 0.09. So I'll put that to the same depth. And now that's highlighted. I actually want to, I got two more ones in here that showed up. So I want this outer layer. I'm going to right click it, send it to the back. So that's going to go behind everything. And I want to grab these stripes, send those to the back. And then this outer layer, I actually want to change that to clear out a pocket so it does the whole thing. But I want that to carve to nothing, so I'm putting that to 0. Now if you notice, I have a nice, it automatically gives me an outline of the stripes, but we still have some stars in here. So we're going to send these stars that are all in the area of that artwork, and we're going to send those to the back. So now you can see we just have an edge of whatever is not around that border we did with the offsetter tool. So now if we go look at, well, let's get our depths right. So the stripes, I usually carve those to like 0.06, 0.06. And we're going to take a look at what this thing looks like so far. It's looking pretty sweet. So with this flag, since it's North Carolina, like that baby blue color, you do this whole flag baby blue. Paint it and seal it ahead of time, and then do the carve, and then you're pretty much just gotta reseal it again, and you're done for the most part, unless somebody wanted something different. So I mean, what, we're on a live show right now for under 10 minutes. I already have this design pretty much done. So what I always do once I get this done is I'll create a duplicate of that, because they're gonna have to cut it in two different spots, two different cuts, two different bits, sorry. So what I'll do is I'll delete the stripes, and I'll name this file like stars and logo, and I always put what version bit I'm using. Just makes it easier when I go to open it in the shop. I don't have to open it and guess which one it is. And then this one, I would delete the logo and the stars. Let's get this unselected. So on this one I would use a 1/4 inch end mill. Because I'm cutting it kind of shallow, I usually set my feed rate at 70. plunge at half the amount, and I'll do the whole 0.06 in one cut, and it'll probably be around 7 minutes. So 7 minutes to cut that. On the logo, and I want these stars to actually cut a little. The stars to be a little deeper. So let's get all these stars that are visible to the correct depth. I'm gonna do that just under a quarter on the depth. I'll go around the same. I'm gonna go around 60. And we'll leave it at its recommended depth per pass just to see what simulation will tell me the cut time is. Probably about an hour. Yeah, hour 30 minutes. So, you know, this flag is 22 inches wide, 11 and a quarter tall. So, you know, it's about a good 12 inches of cut, and it's a wider outline. So you can kind of play with this stuff. You know, so if I wanted to cut this depth to, say, a 1/4 inch, it's going a little deeper with the V-bit. It might actually cut the time down a little bit. We were at, what, hour 30, and now we're at an hour and 12. So it's got less passes to fill this area. So you really got to, like, know your bits and the distance. For instance, stars, you know, you could set stars to the full max depth. So the wood is 3/4 inches. You could set the stars to 3/4 inch. It's not going to cut through the wood because it's a V-bit, but it'll take less passes to clean it out. But I just lowered that to almost 3/8 of an inch. Let's see where we're at now. So it dropped even more, hour and 8 minutes. I don't want to go that deep on it, so I'm fine with the hour and 30 minutes. Plus, the way that it's cutting, you know, kind of keep an eye on it. You can speed the machine up when it's cutting. But yeah, I mean, and that's just using Google, right? So using Google, and I'm 13 minutes in. I didn't have to do anything special. Kind of just used free programs that are out there for logos. You can find a good black and white photo. You can use this PNG to SVG very easily. Sometimes I'll find SVGs already done on Etsy. There's tons of people on there that have those. There's a lot of logos that I find on there that, you know, you might find the image on Google, but it's so detailed, you know, you got to either convert it yourself or see if someone's got it. So usually you can get SVGs on Etsy for, you know, around $2. So nothing, you know, especially nowadays with people not everybody having employment, we'll say, it's good to be able to help people out. Pay a couple dollars for a file that someone made. Oh, by the way, I actually have a tripod now, which is super exciting. I've been doing everything without it. Yeah, I don't know. For some reason, when I go live, I can't see the chat. I know I told it to be on, so it's kind of weird. So if somebody's typing something, my apologies if I'm not responding. And let me see if... Let's see here. Yeah, so, you know, I use easel. I also use Aspire too, but I'm still learning that. Easel's much easier for me right now. What's up, Barefoot? Hey, did you see that your name was drawn for the September flag giveaway? Congratulations. I did comment on that video letting you know that you were the winner, so woohoo! Yeah, so think about what you want, and get in touch with me. I'm on Facebook, Etsy, and Instagram, all under Thatwoodenflag, same as the YouTube channel. So I think you actually like my one of those channels, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, I wanted to hop on real quick, just do a little design video. I do have to get off now though, because I am juggling a lot of stuff right now, and gotta get the kids from school too. So thanks for watching, and I look forward to the flag that you want. So again, congrats. You have an awesome day too. Take it easy, y'all.